Today on the net, a French politician is disputing the legitimacy of François Hollande. The web reacts. In the US, Mitt Romney is criticizing Obama's economic record. And a website with a musical time machine. Marie-Joacin Mazzini, the mayor of Aix-en-Provence in southern France, has obviously not got over Nicolas Sarkozy's defeat in the presidential election. On Sunday night, the Union for a Popular Movement elected representative lashed out at the newly elected president, François Hollande, in this video interview uploaded to a local news and information website. "I do not believe his election is legitimate. It was the outcome of a highly anti-democratic battle, never seen before in this country. And so consequently, I do not feel bound to this president. I do not think he is legitimate." She had already made the same comments in a letter sent to residents of Aix-en-Provence the day before the second round of voting, saying François Hollande was dangerous for France, before going on to criticise the new head of state's physical appearance. Physically speaking, he doesn't look like a president of France. I would have liked us to have a more imposing president, and not one that waves his little arms around like he does at every single rally. I think he looks absolutely ridiculous. These comments have prompted a veritable outcry on Twitter. Many web users feel these remarks are not befitting to a politician of her standing, and she shouldn't be questioning the legitimacy of a democratically elected president. Guillaume, a socialist campaigner who lives in Aix, has expressed a similar sentiment and says he's profoundly shocked by her words. He's eagerly awaiting the legislative elections on June 17th, which he says will give voters an opportunity to punish Marie-Joacin Mazzini. In the United States, Mitt Romney, the man who will most likely be taking on Barack Obama in November's presidential election, is continuing his online attacks on the White House occupant. And even more so since the current president officially launched his campaign for re-election on May 4th. The attacks are primarily focused on the head of state's record on economy. The Mormon candidate recently posted a series of infographics on his website denouncing how, over the past 4 years, Barack Obama's policies have affected young people, the Hispanic community, and also the middle classes, with claims that the average income for an American household has reduced by $4,300 under his presidency. Another argument put forward by the former governor for Massachusetts in a bid to persuade American voters not to re-elect Barack Obama, the president's record on creating employment deemed catastrophic, that over 8% of the labour force are unemployed, with 23 million Americans without a job or in a precarious professional situation. Mitt Romney says these men and women suffer in silence, and in this other campaign ad posted online on Sunday, he promises them he will fight for them. The video ends with the Mormon candidate's now famous slogan, "Obama isn't working." The Obama camp swiftly responded to this series of criticism, and with this video in particular, which has been posted on the presidential candidate's website. We're told the head of state has always considered tackling unemployment a priority, and during his first term in office, he contributed to reviving the nation's automobile industry, and that over 4 million jobs have been created during his time as president. The Spanish government has decided to bail out the country's fourth largest bank, Bankia, and will be injecting 7 to 10 billion euros of public funds in capital. The decision has been met with lively debate on the local web, with many web users suggesting other ways in which this huge amount of money could be spent. Some say it could pay for a single ticket to Siberia for all the politicians responsible for ruining Spain. Others think the money could be divided up amongst the people of Spain or allocated to help the 5.5 million looking for jobs. The site Radio Time Machine is definitely something for music lovers. Web users just have to choose a year to travel back in time and find out the top 10 tracks in the US during that period. It's a fun site, and you can also listen to extracts from these songs dating from 1940 to today. Passengers using the Copenhagen Metro were in for a great surprise recently when the Danish capital's Philharmonic Orchestra took part in a flash mob in one of the carriages. A stunning performance created in collaboration with a local classical radio, and which seemed to have delighted and entertained all those present.